So, Dad, tell me stories about the 1965 storm here in Blue Jay.
Oh, they were just trying to open up Jensen's Market for Easter. And while the workers went over to the coffee shop to tell the superintendent that he needs to get back over there, the roof is creaking. And he says, oh no, it's all steel girders. Well, he goes over and it is creaking. They pulled insulation down and fired up the 4 furnaces. Then all the snow slid off, went down, and did damage to the bottom part of the siding. And that was Jim McCarley and myself, Duane Banner.
Who was
snowplow around the bottom of Jensen's Market for the insurance people to see what was going on. The storm started April 1st, and we had 11 days started out with rain and then went to snow. Twin Peaks had 5 feet of snow. Jensen's here in Blue Jay probably had 30 inches or more of wet snow. This is in April.
April of 65?
Yes.
Wow. And
April of 65.
And who is Jim McCarley?
Jim McCarley was my future brother-in-law at that time. And ended up being my brother-in-law.
Married to Aunt Susie.
Right.
So when was the last time you saw storms like this?
Well, there's been 4 like this in my 50 years here. So, 74 we had 5 feet of snow in 5 days.
When was that? 75?
74, when Beth was born.
Yeah.
And then we've had a bunch of them that were 3-footers. But the 5-foot really stops the mountain. Everything stops. And at that time, I did a lot of work with Edison, helped keep them going.
And what'd you do for them?
Remove snow with my backhoe, and when we got a couple times we even hauled the snow away from Edison's yard so the workers could get to the material to go back and make electricity for everybody. Their big thing was trying to have electricity for the villages, keep the market opened up and the coolers going and whatever. And, so like that one in 1965, it was 1968 when they opened up North Bay Road, when they bulldozed it and put it together. So that 65 storm was even before North Bay Road.
Wow.
But anyway, I would always take and rent a big loader to help out the whatever. Whether it was the conference centers, condos, the villages. Lake Arrowhead Resort, once it came online, they always needed some help. So it was a busy time when it dumps. Just hope you have enough fuel to keep going. Anyway,
I remember you would be out plowing all day and all night. You'd come home soaking wet. You'd have dinner, watch the weather if there was power.
Yeah.
Crash out for a few hours and you were back at it.
Yeah.
And if Mom was trying to get a hold of you, it was before cell phones.
Cell phones.
So she just knew what your routine was, so she would just keep calling until she found somebody where they found you.
Yeah. Well, they would know that I'm coming by.
Yep.
I would stop in Blue Jay.
The cottage.
And once in a while the cottage, but I would usually loop the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would stop at the Sportsman and get a steak sandwich, cute little steak sandwich, then hot rod my convertible backhoe home. And here it was 20 degrees in January.
It was your convertible cab.
That was 1969.
Wow.
I would leave the house looking like the Michelin Man.
Ah.
With so many clothes on and the water suit. And so it was not until 73 I my first cab, and it was pretty tinny, pretty noisy. By the late 70s, the cabs were getting pretty nice.
Yeah.
Now they're beautiful.
They're pretty cozy.
Pretty cozy. Nice heaters, nice defrosters. Yes.
I remember seeing you found a newspaper article where Mom was pregnant with me, trying to hand you dry socks up into your cab.
Yep. Well, that was the 69 storm.
Mm-hmm.
Where one day we had 8 inches of rain, the next day 14 inches. 35 for the week. The golf course at that time looked like a lake. It was a lake.
Wow.
And I went down through the creek twice, putting the Grass Valley Creek back in the creek. And the overflow at the gates at UCLA at the bridge was new ones in 68, and here's a storm in 69. And that's water was probably 2 to 3 feet over the gate structure that's there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was water everywhere. And what that does with that much wet snow and rain, all the springs come alive, and then all of a sudden people in their buildup would have a spring that they never had before. So half my phone calls at that time were water related. They got too much water. What can we do to keep it out of my house? Very interesting time. And remember, I was new at all this. So that was hard knocks learning on the job. Being there trying to help people.
Well, you figured it out.
Yeah, I figured out what not to do.
Then you made a lifestyle of it.
Sure did. It was amazing how the engineers, what they could design, it didn't work.
Ah.
Yeah, especially with water. Well, the country club was an example of that. Anyway, water everywhere a couple times.
Speaking of engineering, the culvert on Highway 18 that you said wasn't going to last,
Yeah.
that big pipe, it did break.
Again? The second time?
Oh, I didn't know it broke it
well, it
first
did.
time.
And I don't know.
It was probably a few
first
days
time.
ago.
And a few days ago, that's the second pipe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last time we went down the hill, you said that one wasn't going to last.
Yeah, so I can see that with that last rain we had.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that heavy of a rain either. But it's what it is. Every year is a little bit different. Oh, let's see.
So we're at Peninsula and Old Toll right now. This is what the road conditions are. And here's Old Toll Road. So Dad, do you have anything else? Or is that it for now?
Well, in 1964, when I came to the mountain, is when they were putting the sewer mains in here on Old Toll Road. So that's how old this road is. 1964, they were just putting the sewers in.
Why is it called Old Toll Road?
It was how, especially the lumber trucks, got over to West Shore Road and North Shore to build those $100,000 houses, which are the old vintage houses that are over there today. Yes. Okie doke.
Okay, that's it for now.